Okay. Let me just... Why is this video over here? Okay, Fire Emblem Engage came out. I don't know if you knew this yesterday. I don't think we mentioned it before the podcast started. I don't think so. We already... I don't think we actually talked about any of the reviews or anything because the reviews came out fairly recently after the last podcast.
Yeah, they came out on Tuesday this past week.
So we're seeing an 83 from the top critic average score. This is from OpenCritic. 83 is good. 83 is a good score.
It's good.
It's a good score. I have personally played about 2 hours of this game. Spoon has not because Jeff Bezos decided not to allow Spoon to have the game because Spoon made fun of Jeff Bezos' dick rocket. So
yeah,
that's his punishment.
So I have watched you and a few others play the first couple of chapters of the game. So I haven't played it myself, but I know what happens at the beginning of the game. I've seen the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you know what happens. So I don't have much to say on the story. I told myself, and I'm staying true to that, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm being honest with you when I say I want to be fair. Like we've crapped on the story of like, ooh, bad dragon. Oh no.
Yeah,
like, I mean that's a terrible story point.
We've been talking about it since the initial trailer for this game that we were not hopeful for the story because it just seemed really generic. Yeah. And that's the early game is making it seem like that. They tell us exactly what the promotional material told us. You're the divine dragon. You've woken up after 1,000 years. The fell dragon has been reawakened, and you have to collect the 12 rings, the 12 MacGuffins to defeat the fell dragon. That is what we know about the story so far, and it is the most generic fantasy story I've ever heard in my life.
It's not great, not a good starting point. But my hope is that when you go to all these kingdoms and you collect your rings, there'll be some nice political intrigue going on,
or at least some interesting characters.
So far, there are no interesting characters, but it's early, so I'm gonna give it I'm gonna just wait and see. But I can tell you the twins that I meet. It's Clan, but I'm just going to call him Clam. I like calling him Clam. Clam and Fram. I can tell you right now, you can just go ahead and safely say there is going to be no character development with these two. They are cheerleaders. I guess like the early thought is like cringe, but I just think they're like really silly kids, and I don't think that's going to change. Their support conversations so far are, we're the presidents of the Divine Dragon fan club. Which I'm like, oh great. Well, this isn't gonna improve. I know this isn't gonna improve.
Oh, I forgot one other cliche thing in the story. Your character has amnesia. Of course they do. Okay. Yeah. Moving on.
I was like, alright, whatever. Amnesia. Right. I'm trying to think of other initial impressions. Voice acting seems okay. There are definitely points where I don't know if it's direction or anything like that, but sometimes I think there needed to be some improvement on the lines that were spoken.
I just think the writing's bad. I think the dialogue itself is just weak. Like,
I think and that's a part of it. The writing could not have really been helping in that regard. What else? I have two takes on the character design on the main character. My first is I like the outfit. The character's outfit is really good. The blue and the white together is a really nice design choice. Mm-hmm. I actually just, generally speaking, like both the male and female characters' outfits. There's not too much happening, but at the same time, there's enough where I'm like, this is a cool outfit. As a side note to that, when you go to the Somniel, the female character takes off the armor and has no of it. Yeah, she's thick. She's got hips. I was kind of like, first impression, I was like, wow, you have hips. Okay. I like it. Okay. You got some hips. I love it. Love to see that. You love to see that kind of thing. It's all good, though. I was like, yeah, this is a good outfit. These outfits are great. Love the character outfits. No complaints there. Okay, now we got to move to the red and blue hair. The red and blue hair is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I think it's the stupidest choice of color scheme for a hairstyle. I think it's really dumb. I hope to Christ there's a story reason for it. Other than that, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's really dumb.
If there isn't a
It's so
story
dumb.
reason for it, I'm just gonna shrug my shoulders and say why? Why did you
Why'd
make
you do
their
that?
hair
Yeah,
this?
there
Like,
needs to be a story reason. Otherwise, I'm like, this is stupid. Why is it
yeah,
red and blue like this?
the prevailing theories are that either like Daddy is the Fell Dragon, like Daddy's the bad guy.
Oh
So
God, I hope. Oh God, if that. Oh no 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 no! That better not be it.
or there's like a weird time loop thing going on.
Oh, if there's that's even worse.
How that affects the hair.
Oh
like,
no 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 no! No time loops, no time travel, no nothing. If I see that, I'm out. I'm immediately disregarding the story if I hear any time travel. Like the amnesia thing that I've been asleep for 1,000 years, fine. It's whatever for me. If I hear time travel, time loop, time whatever, I'm out. The story's an F for me if I hear that. You know how I feel about this. You put time travel in your thing, unless your whole game is built around it, your whole story is crafted around it, it's shit. It causes all kind of problems. Don't put it in.
I didn't mind the time travel in Awakening. I thought it was actually okay in that game. I'm not gonna say it was like Chrono Trigger and it's masterful, but it was fine. It was
the
fine.
The story was built around it. The story was built around the time travel. So they crafted it. It was okay. I still don't like it, but it's okay. It's fine. But I don't like the situations where you have Kingdom Hearts where like, oh yeah, time travel exists now. And it's like, fuck off. So I don't like the hair. I don't like it. It bothers me. It distracts me. Everything else about the character, I like. The eyes being different colors, I'm like, okay, sure, why not?
The one thing I will say on the story side that I do like, and okay, this doesn't really have much to do with the story, but they gave Alir has a voice now. It's not it's not a silent protagonist anymore, and we will see if there's an actual character to it, or if you are just the generic cardboard hero character of the story. We'll see if there's actually character development, which I'm not hopeful for either, but we shall see. But I'm glad that the character has a voice and is not just this generic self-insert silent protagonist who is just boring and uninteresting, which has been basically all three avatars so far, Robin, Corrin, and Byleth. I think Byleth is the most cardboard of the three.
Yeah, because Byleth has no personality. Byleth literally has no personality. So there's nothing there. Byleth has no personality. All the other characters have personality. Byleth is the avatar worship, complete avatar worship. I was kind of hoping that this was a sponsored video game from someone like Pepsi or like a toothpaste brand
or Crest or Colgate.
And I was kind of hoping that they're like, by the way, don't forget to brush your teeth before bed. And they pull up like a Crest thing. You see, then I would have been fine. I'd be like, oh yes, I'm in, immediately in. Or somebody's like, you need a drink of Fire Emblem Pepsi. I'd love that. I love that kind of stuff.
Man, if Pepsi did a sponsorship for this game and they had Fire Emblem Engage Pepsi boxes with the characters hair going into the Pepsi logo, oh, that would be so funny. It would be so funny. It would have
been perfect.
That would save the I would be okay with the hair if they actually did that. It would be okay, Nintendo and Pepsi, I see you. Good job.
And I'm fairly confident there's going to be a story reason behind the eyes and the hair being different colors. I just want to point one more thing out. I think the blue eye is on the red-haired side.
Yeah,
and the red eye is on the blue-haired side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that there's no symmetry there. I don't know what it is. I don't like that. Put them on the same side as the color. I want symmetry. I just want the symmetry. If somebody else likes it, fine, you like it. I just want symmetry, everything else I'm fine with. Honestly, I'm giving this game a chance. I'm not gonna shit on the story yet. I want to wait and see. All the characters, even the cheerleader twins, I'm just waiting. They're right now. I'm like, oh god, they're really going in on this cheerleader thing. The avatar worship, I don't like it anymore. I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of sick and tired of the avatar being basically a god.
It's terrible.
It's,
and you are
it's boring.
in this one you're actually a god.
You're
They're
actually
like,
a
yeah,
god.
you're a deity. It's like, okay, great. Like
I'm waiting for the peasant avatar now. Your avatar is a peasant that has to rise up in rebellion. I'm waiting for it. It won't happen though.
That's why people like the Tellius games so much, which is Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
Like Ike is not a lord. He's just a mercenary at
Yeah.
the first. Like he's just a dude. Like
yeah, he's just a guy.
Where in almost every other Fire Emblem game, your main character, like they're a lord. There's some sort of noble or royal or something like that. In Path of Radiance, Ike is just a dude.
Yeah, he's some
like,
guy.
And at the end, when he gets his promotion at the end, I'm pretty sure like he gets knighted, so he becomes a lord. His upgraded class is lord. But like, he's done enough to earn that title. He's like saved the realm basically, or he is close to saving the realm, so he gets promoted. It's like
that's the hero's journey.
Okay.
That's just a hero's journey.
Yeah, we're tired of and especially in this one, literally the game starts after you do the flashback or flash forward or whatever it is, the tutorial.
Yeah.
And you wake up with the cringe twins over you being like, oh my god, it's the divine dragon, please, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's so annoying. Like, I haven't done anything yet. I've been asleep for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just the weakest, worst, or maybe I'm an evil piece of crap.
Yeah.
Who wants to do this, and you're just praising me before I've done anything yet.
Right.
It's so freaking annoying. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm definitely done with the avatar. Like, you're already like a god or like some king. You can do a prince storyline and make it interesting. You can do like some kind of prince that's fallen out of the royal line kind of thing and make it interesting. But like, I just kind of want like the peasant that's like, yeah, I'm just a guy. I have to fight back because maybe we have some tyrannical leader and I need to fight back. I need to rebel against them. And I take up arms, kind of like Tales of Arise, where you're a fucking slave and you rise up. Yeah, you're a slave. Yeah, you have powers, but you're a slave. You're nobody. You're a nobody. You have to take on this hero's journey. A narrative device that everybody uses because it works and it's interesting. You know what narrative device it doesn't work? It is not interesting. You're Jesus.
You just start as a
You're
god.
Jesus now.
It's like, okay.
You're just Jesus. Oh, okay. What do you do with that? You're Jesus. You can't do anything wrong. You're Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything wrong.
You don't do any wrong.
You, no matter what.
Yeah.
No one questions your decisions either.
Yeah,
like you can do no wrong.
Right. You can't do anything wrong. It's not very interesting. I'm still giving the story a chance, but I can tell you right now, the trajectory of Divine Dragon God, it ain't it. I'm kind of done with it.
The beginning ain't it. We'll just let you know. The start of the story does not leave much hope for it to be better, but we shall see.
No, it's not. And I don't really have much faith in any of the characters. I don't understand why I would talk to any character in the Somnial at all. They have nothing to say, frankly. They do have something to say, I just don't give a shit. They keep, telling me basically a generic line of text. They're like, you're great, Divine Dragon! And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I hope there's something interesting. I talked to every single one of them during that, brief exploration time after a mission, where they're like, you can go around and, talk to these people and pick up items. You mean those glowing things on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I make another comment? What's the point of that? What's the point of the exploration of just picking up items that are already glowing on the map? What's the point? Why would you not grab them? Just give them to me at the end of the mission. Just finish the mission and go, you got 2 berries and a rock. Just give them to me. I don't want to run around picking up berries.
Or have them be glowies on the ground when I'm actually playing the mission and have me work that into my strategy for the map.
Right. It's different in the Somnial. The church, the cathedral in Three Houses also did this, and you picked up those items, but they were sometimes they were gifts, so you'd pick up various gifts that you could give people.
Yeah. Or there were side quests where someone would be like, hey, I lost this thing, you need to go find it. It was a very generic side quest, obviously, but at least there was a reason for you to go find something.
And even then I put up with it, but I don't like that stuff in the situation in this game. Because like I finished the mission and they're like, feel free to explore, and then when you go here, just click next chapter or whatever. And I look on the map and it's just like bleep, bleep, bleep. And I'm like, why would I not pick it up? You're showing it to me on the map. It's not like I worked hard to get there. It's like, oh, it's a secret item that I picked up. Like, that's different. In the cathedral, it made me feel like, oh, it's like a secret. There's a reason why I explored it and took the time. There's no reason here. It's glowing on the map, and it's a fucking berry. It's like, you got berry. You got apple.
Nuts. The first one you find is nuts.
And I'm like, nuts. Just give me that. Just finish the mission and be like, here are the things you got. Gold, gold, whatever it's called in this. Nuts, berries. Just give those to me. I don't understand the point of that. It's different. It's like, there's a reason why I explore. It's like I found a secret item, I pick up the item, and I feel rewarded for exploring. There's no reward for exploring that in that case. It's on the fucking map. It blinks. I'm like, you're showing it to me. I don't feel rewarded. You just literally showed me where to go.
You know what they should have? They should have the battlefield littered with all the dead bodies of the people you killed during the battle.
I'd be like, wow, okay. At least it'd be something like you're looking at the aftermath of the battle, and it's like, holy good God, like this is war.
And if you hold up in like a specific choke point or something and killed like 10 people there, there'd be like 10 bodies right in one spot. It's like, okay.
It's gruesome, but it's war. That's war.
Yeah.
War is that's the consequence is, and like if you lose a party member, like the party members there and they're
would be dead on. That would be really cool actually if you lost somebody in a battle and like their body was still laying there like when you were exploring the battlefield afterward. That would be freaking awesome actually.
It would be. Again, Nintendo would never do it.
It's too gruesome for a Nintendo game, but like that would actually be like a cool and interesting feature like if they added to that. Like,
yeah, because it's war. It
it's
adds
war.
Some,
people
it adds
die. Lots of people die.
It's like we're losing lives. Like we're losing lives out here. Like this is.
It would just make it feel a little more like real and less like cartoonish. Of like, hey, we killed that person and they just like vanish from. Then they just
great job, Divine Dragon. You slaughtered all those people. Good job, Divine Dragon. You killed them all. Those savages. It's like. I also like how the in the first mission the enemies basically sprout out of the ground like Cybermen.
Yeah.
They're staring in the direction of the enemies too, and they're like, "Look!" It's like, how could you not see them?
You're in an open field. You're just like in an open field.
Like, how could you not have seen them? Like, did they just sprout out of the ground? Well, like the mother tells you, she's like, "Oh, don't worry, these enemies are just rocks and plants I created."
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you ever threatened by anything? You can just build an army by pulling up grass like a 2-year-old and throwing it into the air. Like, how are you ever threatened by anything?
And why would we have real people fight in war if we could just have rocks and plants,
rocks and grass? Their army is massive, and have the commander go, "Yes, I plucked many blades of grass and threw many rocks for this army." What? How does that work? Magic. I just great genocide, Divine Dragon. You did it. Those people had families. It's like, wow. I just they're so supportive of the Divine Dragon, and that's what like I think they're like, great kill, Divine Dragon. You murdered their ass. The first,
that person right in the throat. Good job.
You slashed him in the throat. Look at the blood. At one point, I just want to be like, chill, pom-pom characters. Like, come on. Like, this is horrible. I'm at your side. And they're all like, yeah, I'll just go under your direction. Whatever.
Fram,
we're like,
spill the blood of my enemies. Yay!
Can we also talk about the like slight? I think it's creepy. I'm gonna say it's creepy. It's not like, it's not cute in any way, shape, or form. These characters, they're like, oh no, I've prayed, I've watched you sleep, so we're already friends. I'd be like, I don't even know you. Did you even know me before this? Like, why are you watching me sleep so much? Like, I've visited tons of times and watched you sleep. It's like the breathing mechanic on the DS, kind of creepy. It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. They're like, yeah, we're like friends now. I stared at you while you slept a lot. It's like, you did? While the cheerleaders in the back are like, great kill! You really fucked him up over there. This game, like, I do like the combat though. The combat is really interesting.
Yeah.
The break mechanic is cool.
We haven't talked about the gameplay.
The actual gameplay is good. I like that they kind of rolled back to some of the basics with the triangle.
Yeah,
and when you attack with a strong weapon against theirs, it breaks them. They can't counterattack anymore. I suppose that's. I want to say that's good. It implies that you're going to want to try and do some gang up tactics and kind of bully certain characters off the bat when you get into combat. That's fine. You basically do Dungeons and Dragons flanking, group destruction kind of tactic.
But yeah, you can like on a strong enemy, you can break with a triangle advantage, and then maybe attack with a maybe more frail unit that doesn't want to take a counterattack, but maybe does. Like you could attack with a mage after that and like not be afraid of your mage taking any damage because they're broken, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, by the way, so far, Clan is really strong.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like the best character.
Why is he worshiping the Divine Dragon? He's the Divine Dragon. He does like 30 damage a pop, and he's level 2. And the Divine Dragon's doing like 7.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude.
All the early enemies have like 0 resistance, I'm sure, so they just get blasted by the
He
magic.
just blasts them into space. And I'm just thinking, we should be worshiping you.
Yeah, he's level 1 and he has like 10 magic and like 9 speed or something like that.
Fucking
Like
crazy.
Yeah, like this character has kind of bonkers base stats. I mean, a lot of his defense is low, but you expect that from a mage, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He does so much damage and he double hits all the time. And I'm like looking at my character with like 5 strength or some shittiness and like really bad stats. And I'm like
6, yeah.
And I'm like, can I be this guy? I'll just be this guy. He's really strong. Yeah, it's just like he has high magic, high speed, and the enemies to start are obviously going to be weak. I assume at some point in time they'll start to kind of scale down, but still, like, so far he's like freaking a train. He's like a train. Yeah, and I guess the last thing I want to say is I every time I come back to Fire Emblem, I kind of feel the same way. It really sucks when your character's RNG die for your level up is so bad. It's just like it's out of your control. Your character starts to suck early, which really affects your end game. I don't know like what the percentages are on the main character's level ups for each stat.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's mind the gross out, but they never tell you. Like I wish in some game eventually they would just tell you what the character's growths are.
Yeah.
Because like that always has to be mined out by somebody what the stat growths are.
There's an option to play with fixed growths.
Oh, wow! I didn't know that.
Oh shit! I kind of want to turn that on because my character is terrible. My character has gotten too bad what I would consider not good level ups, and I'm like already thinking, wow, this character's going to be really bad. I should turn that on. I should see if I should turn that on early. But yeah, like it's really unfortunate to get a bad level up. It's just like so bad, and it really affects.
Yeah, but it goes the other way too. When you get a level up where you get everything or something like that, you're like, damn, all right, that was sick.
It's obviously exciting.
It goes both ways.
It's obviously exciting. I really dislike it. Even though it goes both ways, I think I prefer a fixed growth rate to some degree, or some way to manipulate it slightly. That would be nice too. It just makes me feel like I'm gonna have to stack all those item growth stats into the main character because they're really gonna fall behind if I don't. But I'm gonna wait and see. I might consider turning on the fixed growth one. That'll be something I consider. Anyway, yeah. I mean, the game so far is fun. I enjoy the gameplay.
Okay, I'm looking at the growth. So Aleer, the main character. Yep. So you have to add 2 together to get their growth. Wow, holy moly. The strength growth is 35, but plus 10, so it's 45. Strength growth is 45. HP is 70. Magic 20. Dex 55. Speed 65.
Yeah,
defense 50. Resistance 35. Luck 30. And build 10.
I got a luck stat early on, and it's 10. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll wait and see. I'm sure I'll get some good level ups, but man, those bad ones are so bad. It's just like stacking the bad level ups early on really is unfortunate. So anyway, but I like the gameplay. I mean, I want to play more. So this game is going to take me a while to finish, obviously, but I do want to play more of it. It's good. It's really good. I don't feel any addiction to play it more than like a couple hours at a time, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'd get burned out. I feel that way about a lot of games, though. So it's not really anything different. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So you aren't Vis? No, I can't. I'm naturally not a person that like can really mega game unless under a certain circumstance. Like if I play for more than like 3 to 4 hours on something, I'd have to be playing with other people.
Yeah.
I just don't do that anymore. Not just because of time, but like I just get kind of burned out, I want to say. And I want to do something else. Like maybe like watch TV or go to like the gym or something. Just that isn't that game. Fire Emblem is really fun though. Like I'm excited to play more of it. I'm gonna give it all a fair chance. But I do have like concerns, obviously. So, but the combat, like the gameplay, while it's a rollback to some things from the past pre Three Houses, I like it. It's interesting. Tactically, it's interesting.
Yeah.
So, I know you don't have it, so you'll definitely be playing a lot of it.
How do you feel about? I know again it's early. You only have like 1 or 2 rings. How do you feel about the engage mechanic so far?
I don't have anything to say. I'm curious. Is it 1-to-1 relationship with the rings? Can my main character only get my Marth ring, or can I swap the ring to another?
You can put any ring on any character once you have the ring.
Then I need to wait and see.
Yeah.
I want to try and swap rings.
And there's 12 rings. Plus, if you buy the season pass, there's 2 additional DLC rings.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get the season pass. I'm slightly tempted, but I think the season pass rings right now is it Edelgard?
It's the one ring it's Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude. It's the 3 house leaders in 1 ring. So
weird. Okay.
And then it's Tiki, who is the Dragon Loli from the first game.
I recognize that name. Yeah. I'm tempted, but I don't know. I don't remember how much it is. I'm tempted, but I don't know.
I'm sure the season pass is like $30 or something. That's usually what they are.
It's tempting. I'll say it's tempting.
What I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna play through the game once without it. Like I just want to play the base version of the game, and then I'll see if I like it enough. Then I'll buy the season pass and maybe like play again or something.
Yeah. I'm also curious to see how the character customization goes from a class perspective. I don't know if I got much detail on that, but like in Three Houses, like you could highly customize those characters. You wouldn't always want to, but like you could have characters be like a much different class than maybe they're intended. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do that.
You earn weapon proficiencies in this game through like leveling up the rings, the bond ring, like people's bond with the different rings. So that's how you get your weapon proficiencies that allow you to like change to a different class.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
And then you need, I'm pretty sure second seals are back, which are the awakening thing, where you can use a second seal, which resets your level to 1 and you change class to a different class. And then there's master seals, which is the upgrade to the higher tier.
Okay, makes sense.
And I'm pretty sure it's back to more traditional Fire Emblem, where it's just like only 2 tiers of classes, base and promoted, and it's 20 and 20. Like 20 is the cap on both levels.
Okay,
on
makes
both
sense.
Tiers. So.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like
I don't know that 100%, but I think that's what it is.
A lot of the stuff that I'm seeing in this game feels like from games of the past, which I'm not opposed to, as long as it's streamlined in a way that's more modern, a little bit more modernized take on it. Which it feels like. It feels good. Like, the combat feels good. The actual gameplay feels good and fluid. The game looks good.
The game looks good. The animations are really good, too. The combat animations.
Yeah, they're outstanding. And the whole time I was playing this game, I was thinking, Pokemon looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
The whole time I was playing this, I was like, wow, this looks so much better than Pokemon. It's embarrassing. And I know it's a different game, but still.
Yeah. The opening cutscene starts, and you start like hearing the voice acting, and you're like, "Oh, it's better than Pokemon already." There's voice acting. Like
it frustrates me. It makes me even more frustrated about Pokemon because Pokemon like still is in a dog shit state. It's still terrible. And it's just like,
And-
I know it's a different game. I get it. Like, Pokemon's open world. There's a lot more to deal with. But, like, you're telling me Pokemon can't do a voice acting in this? They can't do voice acting. They can't have, like, good-looking cutscenes like this one does. They can't do any of that.
If they have the budget to fully voice Fire Emblem, which is a series that is going to sell, like, I don't know, I'm not going to say quite a tenth, but, like, Three Houses sold exceptionally well, and it sold, like, 3 million copies.
Right.
And Pokemon sells 25 to 30 million without batting an eyelash. So I'll say a tenth. It sells a tenth of Pokemon, and they can still be profitable, and the game is fully voiced in both Japanese and English.
And it has nice cutscenes.
Yeah, and the game looks good. It has nice cutscenes. It has nice animations. Like, and by fully voiced, I mean the game is everything is voiced with the exception of like those the Somnial or the like Battlefield dialogue.
Yeah,
those are the only things that aren't voiced,
which is fine.
All the story cutscenes, all the support conversations. Like the game is basically every line of dialogue in the game is voiced, with the exception of just the minor, like talking to people when you're walking around,
which is exceptional. And then you turn to Pokemon, and there's like, you're like, wow, this game.
It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
I don't understand. Like,
it's embarrassing. It's just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, every time I'm gonna be shitting on Pokemon a lot. I think, like, I like the game. It's just like, you gotta give me a break here. Like, the technical side of Pokemon is so embarrassing.
The production value is a joke when you compare it to like any other game on the Switch. Just like, ow, how is the production value so bad when this is their most profitable franchise? Like, it makes zero sense.
Yeah,
like,
I don't get it. And that's why, like, Fire Emblem's great. It's a breath of fresh air to feel like, oh, there's like, there seems to have been a lot of technical effort put into this. Again, like, coming from Switch to Switch game. I'm doing as a one-to-one Switch to Switch game here. Again, Pokemon has an open world concept, so like it's vast and there's complexity there. But I still think it's just like you make billions off of this brand. Fire Emblem does not make billions. They make a lot.
They make millions
in revenue. They make a lot, but it's not billions. So it's just like really nice. I have one more comment.
Heroes is popular. I don't know how much it makes.
Heroes is popular. One more comment. There is a thing where you can do like a bond conversation in the Somnial to upgrade the bond level. Huge disappointment. I thought it was going to be like a support conversation. It's just Marth gave me some text that was unspoken, and then bond level up. And I was like, what the fuck? And you have to do it. You have to do it to upgrade the bond in the Somnial. It says, like, it explicitly says it. So I was thinking, oh, it's like a support conversation. We're going to get some more data.
We're gonna get some character development from Marth here. Like,
we already have that too in the support conversations, but like, we're gonna get more from Marth and the Divine Dragon and maybe their relationship pre amnesia, and maybe talk about him and his past. They go into a bond conversation, 2 lines of text, no voice acting in it. Bond level up. Oh my god, I was disappointed. Oh, I was disappointed in that.
That's pretty creepy.
I was like, wow. Really disappointing. So that's it. I'm not going to talk about the romance thing because, like, for me, I think it's funny. I love the romance stuff. I think it's always just fun, all for fun and games. But like, not having it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It does not matter.
I don't know if like, because like Three Houses didn't really have it either. You got to choose like your waifu at the end.
Yeah, you put like a ring on her.
At the end of the game, any character you had like S rank support with, you could pick for your character's waifu. And then like at the end, they did it like the older Fire Emblem games, where you didn't get to choose who was paired up, but it depended on, I don't know what it depended on, but if you had like S rank support, or maybe it only went up to A, I don't remember. If you had the highest level support between 2 characters, like there was a chance that they would be like, they had a paired ending basically when the credits roll and they
Yeah.
they like give you the blurbs about what happened to each character after
Yeah.
the thing, that's a Fire Emblem classic. When you beat the game, they just scroll through all the characters, say like this person did this, this, and this, or if they die, they say they fell in battle on this map or whatever. So
Yeah.
um,
And like, okay, in the grand scheme of things in this game, not having it really doesn't matter. I just always thought it was fun to be like my waifu.
Yeah.
Or the husband one, I guess, if you're husbando, whatever. Yeah, I just thought it was like a fun thing that they added, and it was like silly, but you know, it's fun. I'm a little bit surprised they took it away, but I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things.
It was a very popular feature.
Which is why I'm like, why would you get rid of a popular feature?
Awakening and Fades.
Yeah, that's like kind of where I'm at with games like this sometimes, where I'm like, why are you taking away popular features? Was it too much effort, or was it just like in this game? I don't think it matters, but like, I'm just curious, like, why take it away?
I think I told you this, but I saw a report that like this game was made by an almost entirely different team than Three Houses,
which is interesting to me. They did a good job. I'm not saying.
Yeah, because originally when they announced this, I was surprised that they didn't like do more Three Houses type stuff, because that was the best selling game in the franchise. It was really popular. In this game they went like completely the other direction. Basically they like kind of, you know, phoned it in with the story, and like there's, you know, less of the social aspects, and they just went hard on the gameplay basically. So
well, I mean, I'm curious to see how it all finishes out. I mean, I have concerns with the story and everything, but like I am intrigued. I'm interested to see how it all plays out, particularly with the gameplay, and like as you get more characters and you start actually going to the quote unquote customization side of it. I like the customization side of the recent Fire Emblem games. They do, like, Three Houses was really fun to do that.
That game was really in depth with the customization.
Yeah, it was. And I loved it. It was cool. It was cool to like mess around.
And I think this game has some depth to it too, from what I've seen. I don't exactly know how all of it works, but as I said, a lot of it is tied to the rings and like leveling up the rings with each character and stuff like that.
Yeah,
to, like, unlock your customization. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's some incentive to try and like maybe play around a little bit early, see what fits, and go from there. But like, yeah, I mean, like I could see myself like going kind of switching it up. I can see why you'd want to maybe do a ring that isn't a sword ring with a sword user. Maybe you'd want to do a spear to try and switch up your
weapon. Give them some weapon
variety, weapon variety. I think like it's smart. I can see why someone would do that. That's smart. To be like, I want to be flexible with my breaking ability. Yeah, I'm curious to see more. This game definitely has me intrigued. So I'm definitely interested in getting more in and all that, and going from there. I know we have a bit of a time requirement. By the way,
I mean, I think we're pretty much done. So,
yeah. I don't have any other thoughts.
Yeah, I'm good. As I said, I haven't played it yet, but you know, we'll have another podcast next week, and we'll have even more thoughts. I doubt. Again, reports are the game's relatively long, so I doubt either of us will have finished it by then.
Yeah.
But we'll be a decent amount further into the game, and we'll have more concrete thoughts about the game next week after we've had some more time to dig into it.
For sure, but it's definitely fun, so I'm looking forward to it.